So last week we talked about how overthinking was essentially the addiction to control. But after that episode came out, I've read a ton of awesome replies and emails and had some questions. And it made me realize that when people go to stop overthinking, they try to define it. They try to grab it and compartmentalize it and name it so that they can kill it. And after working with so many people on this, what we realized is that it's not something that you have, it's something that you are. It's less about something that happens, and it's more about something you identify with. You don't have overthinking, you are it. And this makes silencing overthinking less complex, but at the same time, it requires a deeper understanding of what's going on. And we're all so different when it comes to our patterns of self-limitations and self-doubt and paralysis and giving in to all kinds of resistance and noise. So since it would be a ridiculously painstaking, ironic fool's errand to try to define the act of overthinking and give that definition to everyone, what we can do is define the overthinker. Who is an overthinker? So here it is. A person whose mind is a double-edged sword. It's equally as bright as it is damaging. They're highly self-aware, highly ambitious, and adopted patterns of shame motivation in their early life, and now deal with self-limiting behavior, usually in the form of delay because of over-analysis. Ooh, I know. If that rings a bell, I'm glad you're here. It's crazy how much we try to make overthinking this recognizable third-party thing we can see, therefore cure, therefore kill. Because that's what we do in the Western world. It's what we do in medicine. It's what we do in therapy and psychology. We go to the root, we uproot it, and we kill it so it can never happen again. But silencing overthinking is about moving through self-limiting behaviors like self-sabotage, self-doubt, fear, procrastination, worry, perfectionism, things that are now deeply integrated into our patterns and our identities and our habits. And lately with the people I'm working with, I'm seeing the lines really blurring between what they're feeling to be as overthinking. If you look one or two levels deeper, it's actually mostly self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is less about the destroying of pleasure, the destroying of functionality, and it's more about the pleasure of destroying, finding peace and finding solace in familiar ruin. It's about feeling unfamiliar with functionality, and so you reach for that sort of self-destruct button. You reach for that familiar chaos. And that's why overthinking and self-sabotage are such cousins right now, because of our access to so much data and so much information that just fuels all the chaos, and that has become so familiar to so many of us. And so we stay in this glamorous self-protection in our heads, and we fall into this motion illusion, and we take on and continue to take on this identity of an overthinker. And a lot of us feel helpless because of how much we're having to interface and relate with screens right now and relate with data. And since now we're such data crazed monkeys with access to any kind of information we could ever want, that's precipitating why we're trying to define overthinking, therefore defeat it, therefore cure it. We're intellectualizing something that is so much deeper than thought. Being an overthinker is haunting, it's sticky, it's a pattern that gets under your skin, and it's something that really starts to run the software of your whole life. We can never truly define the process of overthinking and distribute out that definition to everyone so that we can kill it and see it before it happens. We can't do that. But what we can do is mirror back the fact that we tend to be overthinkers. We tend to collapse into self-limiting behaviors, we tend to want to stay inside of familiar chaos, for better or for worse. That's it for this one. Dig below for the silencer. It's designed specifically to help overthinkers move through this behavior without any of the generic hustle crap you see online. Much love. Check out this one next, and I believe in you.